Hey folks, today we're going to show you after the fact, but you'll get the idea of how to install pre-hung doors. What do we mean by pre-hung? Well, many times in a remodel, this is new construction, but many times in a remodel you might want to replace the old standard and kind of crummy doors that came with the house or when you bought it. But you might want to put in something nice like a 6-panel door, for example, that you see here. Or there's many styles. This particular door was a glass door that we purchased special order. And as you can see, we have a very full utility room, and so we wanted the glass that was opaque, so when we close the door you can't see all that junk in the utility room. But anyway, a pre-hung door comes with hinges installed and a basic frame, but you still have to mount it into the wall. So we're going to show you in this real quick video how that's accomplished. Now there's a French cooking term, mise en place, mean everything in its place. You need to kind of gather things together of what you're going to need. You will need what they call a quick and easy install door package. This one comes from Home Depot, and also Lowe's carries a similar version. They both run about $5, and they come with brackets like this. This is an extra one left over. Mounting screws and end that you would use to go into the wall. So the first step that you need is to measure off on the hinge side, that's very important, a 1/2-inch line from the edge of the sheetrock, which is where the stud wall is. Not from the frame itself, but from the stud wall. So you draw that with your level, and you'll need at least a 4-foot level like this, preferably a 6-foot, but not too many people have a 6-foot. And you level it. When you get in place, you draw your lines up and down so that it gets above at least the top hinge and down below the bottom hinge. Now once you've done that, you take the kit, open it up, and these brackets then will be screwed to the inside of the frame of the door here, and you'll see it as it appears here. So it basically would go in like this. You do this before you put the door in place, obviously. Anyway, so you line it up on the hinge side to where it falls in. You see these little scratches, and the other, this is a Lowe's. Home Depot has little notches. But you line up on every of these brackets the same mark. That means that the door now is vertically plumbed. Now once you do that, and you go all the way around and do the same thing, what you're looking for then in addition is the crack or clearance all the way around the door. And you may have to adjust it a little bit by pushing out this side of the frame, because this is the movable side, a little bit to get that notch. They used to say the thickness of a silver dollar. Not too many people carry around silver dollars in their pockets anymore, but you can see it's pretty close, and so it moves smoothly. Now it will probably come with something like this device installed already from the manufacturer. This had come in from this way before the lock set was in place, and it held the door in alignment here, and that's important. You want to take this out before you put it in place. You just basically push the door against, and these brackets will push it against the opening. And then it's a matter of lining up everything in sequence. Once you've done that, you'll need also some of these Cypress wedges. They also make plastic ones, I believe. But this is the traditional way. And it doesn't include, it's not included in the instructions, but you need them to kind of provide stability for the frame on on both sides. So you basically, let me just show you, I've already done it, but this is just to show you how the technique works. Is you push it in until it snug fit, like so, and they use these for windows, and you can use the same technique for installing windows as well. Anyway, so this provides that stability that you need for the frame. You don't want to be too tight because it'll push it in. Now, okay, what do? Obviously you don't want to leave these things sticking out for the rest of your existence in the home. So there's two ways. There's the traditional way of taking a utility knife, striping the side over here with a mark, and then you just simply snap it off. That's the contractor method. However, repeat with me, you do not have to be a macho contractor. There's a much easier way, because oftentimes it doesn't come off that clean. And now on this side you got two. When you have two of them together like that, they can splinter and leave kind of things sticking out, but you got to start whacking away and hitting. So I like the vibrating tool. This used to be under manufacturers, what do you call it, by similar to what you do in the book industry, a copyright by Fein, F-E-I-N, but now that expired. Everybody started making them. This is a Harbor Freight made in China one for under 20 bucks. The Fein, when at the peak of its popularity, was 450, but they're indispensable. You need eye protection, but after that. There you go. And then what you do, you can pre-drill it with a drill bit, and then you drive a finishing nail like what I've done here in this case with these to hold it in place, countersink it, and then putty it over, and you're good to go. Then the only other matter is installing your lock set here, which might be a separate video if we ever get a chance to do that. So that's basically it. You've got a pre-hung door, and in another video we'll show you how to do the trim around the door. Is what you see here in this door here, with the miter joints all the way around and butting up against the baseboard molding. All right, Chris will send you links to those kits, door hanging kits, and that's really about all it is. First time you do it, it'll take you a little bit longer to kind of get the technique down, get the spacing down, but it's a very simple process, and it's one of the skills a carpenter has to know, a professional, but a do-it-yourself with these brackets makes things very, very easy. Okay, thanks for watching.